any customer who's interested in modernizing their integration landscape, we would do it at $0 free of cost.
It's a model change for how software is developed and managed in the enterprise. So from a customer perspective, this is the combined offer is a fantastic opportunity.
Customers also might have a question in their mind as to, is there a fine print behind this, etc. So
let's look at that from both sides.
Hi, Sanjiva. Welcome and big congratulations on a wonderful partner day.
Thank you, Ramesh. Very nice to have you here as well.
It's always a pleasure, Sanjiva, talking to you. We spoke some time back and things have changed a bit since then. If you can share some thoughts on how the world has evolved since we last spoke, that'll be great.
I think 2024 has probably been one of the most complex years for a long time. And the technology infrastructure in the world is challenged, all the geopolitical challenges. And I think we are coming into possibly another interesting year with all the political elections and the changes that are going to come. I think the tech world has been a cost-conscious, slow decision-making is what we've seen right throughout the year. And it's going to be an interesting year.
Absolutely. You're bang on when you say economic and political situation across the globe is something that people have been watching out for carefully as companies, as citizens of different countries. What has interestingly happened, like you've rightly mentioned, Sanjiva, also is the fact that companies have gone through a lot of cost constraints. Growth has been limited because probably of the political and the economic scenarios playing out. And hence the spend also is something that has been limited as you also rightly called out. Is there something that you're seeing as well? I know, we're talking about some big announcement today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think what we have seen is, as a software company, we have to increase prices every year to keep up with inflation. Yeah. When we try to go and increase price, everybody's like, no. You need to cut the price, not increase price. Very, very cost sensitive, investment highly challenged. Everyone saying, let's just keep the lights on till there's greater stability in the macro structure of the world. And, generally using macro as an excuse is not a good way to behave because it's a good excuse. You can always use it, right? But this year, I think macro has been exceptionally complicated. So, a lot of constraints on investment and especially on modernization or anything which is not related to, I have to do this, but rather, we should be better if we can get better. But,
And the big announcement, Sanjiva, that we're talking about today, and if I can draw a leaf from what you've accomplished as well as pioneers in the open source space, is that through this big announcement that we're making today, jointly between WSO2 and LTIMindtree, is that in some ways we're trying to sort of replicate the open source thing into software development as well. As to why should customers pay for modernization, this is the theme, and hence software gets to them free of cost, whereas they only pay for the support of that software. And towards that, what at LTIMindtree we're looking at doing, Sanjiva, and exclusive only with WSO2, is that any customer who's interested in modernizing their integration landscape, to the tune of $3 million worth of integration work, if they decide to migrate to WSO2, we would do it at $0 free of cost for the customer. And when I say migrate out, think of the platforms like TIPCO, the customer is maintaining that software but wants to move out. Could be Jitterbit, it could be SnapLogic, any of these like platforms.
Yeah.
But if the target platform is WSO2, LTIMindtree is willing to put $3 million on the table for modernizing that landscape. I'm sure WSO2 is doing equally something to make it more exciting. Sanjiva,
absolutely. I think this is a big announcement because this is really something that, as you said, it's a model change for how software is developed and managed in the enterprise. So just and along with what LTI is offering, we are offering to say whatever the subscription you pay for your current provider of the like-to-like matching, we will offer the same capability at 50% of the cost. So from a customer perspective, this is the combined offer is a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, and the combined thing like Sanjay was talking about is to the tune of $5 million US worth of savings that we're talking about here. And hence a phenomenal golden opportunity for those who are looking at modernizing their landscapes, but constrained by the budgets and current situation that they're going through. So I'm pretty sure, Sanjiva, while we're talking about this kind of money being put on the table, customers also might have a question in their mind as to, is there a fine print behind this, etc. So
yeah, so let's look at that from both sides. So from our side, absolutely not.
Okay.
Basically, if you pay somebody else this much money, half the price, that's it. We don't need to negotiate. We don't need to debate. Straight up half the price that we will charge you, right? And I think you have what are the catches on your side? You will be even more suspicious of your offer.
So like Sanjiva said, guys, there's no star conditions apply. This is an offer on the WSO side. Anything that you're paying a subscription today, 50% of that. To make things more transparent, like Sanjiva rightly pointed out, there are a lot more complexities on the software development side. So what we've done is we've created a self-service estimator that customers can use to do their own math of if I have so many simple, if I have so many medium, complex, what would it take to get them migrated? So they can use that estimator and they can validate with any third-party vendor. You would arrive at what it would involve to migrate those interfaces. We're also going to provide a ROI calculator where it will tell you year on year what is the saving that you're going to make, and hence your TCO coming down to what is the kind of ROI that you will make out of investing into a market-leading platform like WSO2. Over and above that, we will make available the tool that is going to be used to migrating your existing, the TIPCO kind of landscapes onto WSO2, because that's the basis for us to come and pass on such kind of benefits to you in the first place. Over and above that, I'm pretty sure while me and Sanjiva are answering some of the questions here, the tons of other questions that are playing on the customer's mind. So we've created a FAQ document with 30, 40 questions pre-answered. If you have any question beyond that, we'll be more than happy to answer, but that FAQ also is something that we will pass on. Finally, what we will also give you is the detail of what is contained and what all services can you carry out through this $3 million plus the $2 million that we're putting on the table. So that's where something that
this is right
to make it more transparent.
This embodies the spirit of open source. Absolutely, because it's the same kind of mindset saying we don't have any secrets, we don't hold anything back, we give it away everything. WSO2 has been committed to that from day one, and this is a great continuation of that. So of course, I have to ask you one question: why LTIM? Why would a customer say, "Let me go to LTIMindtree for this"?
Absolutely, and that surely is a question that will also be playing on the minds of customer. But before I get there, I need to admit what Sanjiva just said of this being like the open source model. Trust me, he's like the father of that open source movement coming from him. It's a big thing, and I'm extremely happy, proud to have a partner like WSO2 with us. Why LTIMindtree? The kind of scale programs that we've done together in running programs where we're talking about 220 million plus beneficiaries being supported with the backbone of WSO2, or where a country of the size and scale of India and 200,000 plus new companies being incorporated every year. And if you're able to take that load on a platform like WSO2, or a automotive leader from Europe is placing their confidence on a platform like WSO2, and the fact that LTIMindtree has delivered those programs successfully is where somebody should trust us in terms of the size and complexity that we can deliver, which is why when I talk about 3 million, it's roughly about 600 to 700 odd interfaces that we're looking at. And it's a sizable landscape of the customers that we're looking at modernizing, Sanjiva. So that's way of putting it.
That's awesome. If I was a customer listening to this, I got to look at this and say, well, modernization is always viewed as an improvement, but at the same time, there's a major risk because what's the cost? How long it's going to take? We're kind of de-risking all of that.
Yes.
And telling, saying, hey, we'll cut the cost by 50% on your annual subscription. We're giving you a huge investment to get you off the ground and get most of your integrations migrated. What's there not to like?
So if you want to know more details, they will share the details of the team that you can get in touch with. But thank you very much. Thanks for this joint offering between WSO2 and LTIMindtree. By the way, the name of the offering is No to Pay. Say no to paying for any modernization effort.
Excellent. Ramesh, thank you very much. We look forward to working together.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.